had just come out of the 1980s, which was hair metal. And all the singers in that genre are screamers. And I always thought when I was a kid, growing up and listening to like Alice Cooper and the Rolling Stones and everybody else, that I just couldn't sing because I couldn't sing in their range. And it turned out I was just singing and trying to sing to people that had a different range than me.
Once there was this kid who got into an accident and couldn't come to school, but when he finally came back, his hair had turned from black into bright white.
So when I was in like grade 4, I had this friend who was kind of a little pervert, a horny little bastard. He said, we got to go to this my parents' friend's place because they got Penthouse magazines in the bathroom there. So we went and I looked at these forbidden magazines, and then on the way home we got in a car accident, and it was almost like I was being divinely punished for having witnessed this pornography at such a young age. And then anyways, that didn't actually make it into the song. The fact that I was in a car accident made it into the song, and what I used was a composite of stories. There's a story about a guy who was in a boat, and he was sailing near Niagara Falls, and he got too close, and he knew he was going to die, or he thought he was going to die. And his hair turned from black to white as snow. And I just thought it was really intriguing that something that physical could manifest in that brief a period of time. And so I put it into the song.
Once there was this girl who wouldn't go and change with the girls in the change room, and when they finally made her, they saw birthmarks all over her body.
I have a birthmark at the base of my spine called a giant hairy nevus. Not a very flattering name. I didn't know that growing up. I looked it up later. I was extremely self-conscious about it as a child, and when I went to swimming lessons, I was teased for it. And anyways, it always stuck with me that I was like this marked man. Once again, this physical manifestation. I had this birthmark on me, just like the guy with the hair had his hair change color. When I was writing the verses for I was reimagining childhood. When people were interviewing me about this in the past, I would insist that it had nothing to do with my biography because I wanted them to look at the lyrics and see the lyrics in their own context and read them for what they were instead of what they might happen to have to do with my life. But in truth, they're all about situations that arose in the course of my life. And I stitched them all together to make a portrait of 3 different kids who all lived as kind of outsiders, if you will.
Then there was this boy whose parents made him come directly home right after school. And when they went to their church, they shook and lurched all over the church floor.
The last verse is about a friend of mine whose parents were fundamentalist Christians. They would speak in tongues, and they also would roll around. It was terrifying for this girl because, of course, these were her parents. These were the authority figures in her life, and she thought they were losing their minds. And I got a 3rd verse out of it because here we had another story about a kid who was an outsider. And that's really what stitches all 3 verses together. For many years, people would ask me, so what's the matter? Couldn't you think of any words for the chorus? And I would say, oh, no. Less is more, and is a kind of way of reflecting on what has been said. So the chorus even though it had no words, was kind of like a commentary on the verses, which is what a good chorus should do. Having said all that, when I wrote the song, I couldn't think of any words for the chorus. And I handed the demo around to the band, and I said, listen, the lyrics are all there for the verses, but I don't know what I'm going to do about the chorus yet. We'll just have to see, but go with this for now. And they all came back to me and said, what are you, crazy? It's perfect as it is. You don't want to add words. And I was like, thank God.